Hi, Minister Anand. How are you today? I wonder if I just get your reaction to the fact that General Jonathan Vance pled guilty to obstruction of justice, and what message you think that sends to Canadian forces?
My role as Minister of National Defence is to build a Canadian Armed Forces and an institution where everyone can work in a safe and respectful environment where they are not suffering sexual harassment or discrimination or sexual misconduct. That's what I'm striving to do as Minister. That's what I work on every single day. Thank you.
What do you think that means?
Well, listen, I can't speak about a case that's actively in front of the courts, but I think we've been clear that there's no room for, that the military has some work to do, if you will, on the ongoing experiences, that, in particular, of women in that organization.
At least on a conditional discharge means they won't have a criminal record. What does that mean? I wonder if I can get your reaction to the fact that General Jonathan Vance pled guilty to obstruction of justice today, and what message you think that sends to Canadian Armed Forces?
It's important that justice is able to run its course and that people take responsibility for their actions. And we have a lot to be proud of with our Canadian Armed Forces, and we have a strong leader in our Chief of Defence staff, and the stability that a permanent chief brings is and one who's responsible and accountable to the troops is incredibly important. So that's what our forces deserve.
But the decision today saw Jonathan Vance not have any criminal record because he was on a conditional discharge. So what do you think that means in terms of justice for the Canadian Armed Forces?
I think that we have to let the administration of justice unfold. Per the Crown and the judge's decisions, and we obviously have the recommendations that have been made with respect to sexual misconduct in our Canadian forces in 2015 that were made, and a new review that's ongoing right now, and that's very important that we have a functioning system that sees accountability not just for non-commissioned members, but for commissioned members of the Canadian Forces as well. So there's a bit of a disconnect right now between the two systems. So it's important that we see real accountability for members, particularly when any of the offences concern people who are under their command and under their charge. So, yeah, have a great day.
I myself am extremely disappointed. I can't imagine how the women in this case are feeling. They came forward with such incredible strength and bravery, and I don't know if they feel that this is the justice that they deserve. And they also did that for so many women coming after them in the armed forces. The government has not. They have not held Vance accountable. The Prime Minister certainly has not shown the leadership that he needs to in this file. I know that there's a genuine willingness or desire to improve things, but the government has been so slow on this. They have so many examples and so many reports of what they can do to change the toxic culture in the armed forces, and they haven't moved as quickly as women, serving women and men, deserve. So I am extremely disappointed, to say the least.
And what would you like to see this government do?
They need to act on the Deschamps report. They need to act on the Fish report. They need to act on the numerous reports coming out of status of women. They have so many opportunities, and they're still waiting on our board. Like I said, I've met with General Eyre, I've met with the Minister. There is absolutely a desire to change things, but that requires action, and they haven't followed the Deschamps report as they should.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The people in the forces have lost such faith in leadership. I think the fact that some of the seniors, General Vance is found guilty, it's a real stain. We have to rebuild that trust. And I'm surprised that there's no criminal record, but I'm not going to venture in on that because I wasn't at the case. Thanks.